This is the Dave and Shecky Show. We got this groovy podcast for ya. Reviewing crazy tunes or quoting Twain and Sting and Dune. We'll bring ideas to share like bonus points for extra flair, cause it's the frickin' Dave and Shecky Show. This is the Dave and Shecky Show. We're bringing you this groovy review. We might preview movies, bake some bread, or drink some smoothies. So come on, have way too much caffeine. You roll up some rivers, I'll reference some Raffy. This is the Dave and Shecky Show.
How can I not help you?
How am I supposed to respond to that one?
Hi, how can I not help you? Goodbye, how can I not help you?
All right.
Isn't that the opposite of what I always do? Today's April Fool's Day?
No.
God damn it, I'm late. My whole thing is off.
Did you really think today was April Fool's?
Yeah, I was going to tell you that I had grown a chicken leg out of my backside.
I see.
And then I was going to do some sort of really disgusting stunt. And then it wouldn't have been April Fool's Day and the whole thing would have been off. So, okay, never mind.
That's some stunt you had planned there, Dave.
That's a stunt.
Mm-hmm. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to episode number 108 of the Middle-Aged Cool Kids Super Terrific Podcast, featuring your pals.
I don't know.
Are you?
What should it be today? How we doing?
What are you doing? Are you doing prepared for this?
What? Okay, I got it.
Okay.
Here we go. Let me try again.
Okay.
Magilla Gorilla.
Oh.
And no, that's racist.
What?
What?
McGill Gorilla and who?
You know, I'm just saying. Oh no, I shouldn't say that. You know.
Yeah, but it's not racist. So you saying it makes it people think that you're racist for thinking that it was racist. I think the show
Magilla Gorilla was racist.
You do?
Yes.
With Mr. Peabody?
Yeah, well, that's not the problem, except that's a disgusting name.
Peabody? P-E-A.
Mr. Shithead.
No. P.
I am Mr. Peabody.
Split P.
Ew, that's gross. This show is starting off really bad.
Guess who's to blame for that?
I just would like to get to the podcast.
All right.
I'm not going to do it today.
Why?
What?
Why?
I don't know. Just break the tradition for a minute.
Are you unprepared?
No, I'm never prepared.
Okay. Anywho, so this is the deal. We were going to do a podcast about Allen versus Farrow, and we watched all 4 hours of that, and we just couldn't seem to do it. We just couldn't seem to do that podcast. So then we were going to do the podcast on the Alex Winters Frank Zappa movie, and I don't know. I'm not feeling it. There were certain parts of that movie that angered me. So I don't want to shit on the whole movie because of several parts that angered me.
She's not a Zappa fan.
Okay, don't say that. I'm not a Zappa fan.
Hey, this just in. Chicks don't like Zappa.
That's not necessarily true. So
This just in.
Okay.
If you want to watch a Zappa movie, just watch Baby Snakes. It's better.
Or what about that movie Head?
That's a movie by the Monkees. That just happens to have Frank Zappa in it.
Oh, okay.
You want a movie about Frank Zappa, watch Baby Snakes.
Okay. All right. So then we watched instead, as you can tell by the title of this podcast,
Catch-22.
Godzilla vs. Kong.
This is our only chance. We have to take it.
We need Kong.
The world needs him to stop what's coming. And this child, she's the only one he'll communicate with.
I knew that they had a bond. She had nowhere to go, so I made a promise to protect her. And I think that in some way, Kong did the same. It's Godzilla.
Oh, I wish it was Catch-22. We should talk about that movie
Why?
because it's got Alan Arkin in it.
You are a fan of Alan Arkin.
My favorite Alan Arkin is when he plays the sergeant who's trying to be mean.
Sergeant that's trying to be mean. Oh, in Catch-22?
No.
Oh, so I married an axe murderer?
Yes.
I'm warning you, Giardino. Back off, Italian boy. Keep away from this one. It's too big for you.
That's good stuff. Also, when he calls the black waiter Jackson in Down and Out in Beverly Hills.
I see.
That's a pretty fucking funny movie.
All right, so maybe perhaps we will do an Alan Arkin episode at some point.
Who was the chick in that movie?
That little blonde, redheaded girl that you really like. Leon?
Natasha Lyonne.
Yes.
Lyonne.
Yes.
That's a good movie. I like that movie.
Okay.
All right, so now we're on to this movie.
Okay, why don't you...
Vey.
Can you move the mic a little closer to you?
Oh, here I am.
Okay.
I'm back.
If you want to lean back in the recliner, you
Whoa.
Okay, just move the microphone so it goes back with you.
That's
Move
what
the
we
stand.
need. I need a reclining microphone.
I see. All right. Well, you're on a microphone stand, and you are welcome to arrange it as you would like.
All right, so what do you think of this movie?
So anyway, I will start off with saying that I love Godzilla. As a kid growing up in the East Coast, in the New Jersey area, 4:30 movie. I've mentioned it many times. They had theme weeks, and of course, one of the themes that they would go back to again and again would be Godzilla week.
Now, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
What's the name of the movie we watched?
We watched Godzilla versus Kong.
Okay, now, why were they so pro-Kong and virtually no backstory to Godzilla?
Godzilla's already had his backstory. This is
not in this movie.
No, but this is a sequel of sorts.
Sequel to what?
They had Godzilla in 2014, and then they had Godzilla King of the Monsters in maybe 2018, 17, 19, somewhere in there.
King of the Monsters.
Uh-huh.
Now that is derogatory.
Oh, this is, does it say when this was? King of the Monsters. So, no, it's not. What do you say that for?
Well, I don't know.
Okay, that's not derogatory.
You're calling Godzilla a monster, you know.
Oh, well, it's like monster.
He's a bad guy, but, no one's going to call him a monster.
Well, in this movie, did you notice what they called them?
Kaczynski. What?
In this movie,
Titan?
They called them Titans.
Titans. More like tight ass. You see that motherfucker? God damn.
What guy was that?
Kong.
Oh. Anyway, so, I don't even... So, there is backstory. This is... So then the Kong has his own set of movies.
Oh, man.
Think of these as like superheroes.
Oh, God.
So Godzilla in this new franchise has 3 movies already.
Where's Jack
including
Black?
This one. That is not the Kong franchise that they are going with. They started a new Kong. I think it was like Kong on Skull Island or something. And so I think I think this is only the second Kong movie. I might be wrong about that.
Now, what's the movie with Matthew Broderick? What was he in?
He was in Godzilla from 1999.
What, and they just left that one to go? There's no franchise for that one?
No. No one liked that one. And then there was one after that I think was equally not liked. I'm not sure. Or maybe it was liked. But then I think maybe the technology got really good, and I think the formula for movies changed.
Let me tell you something. Anyone who's a Godzilla fan would have hated this movie because it was not Godzilla sympathetic. It was not Godzilla centric, and it was not Godzilla oriented.
It was Godzilla versus Kong.
Yeah, and they made Godzilla out to be the bad guy.
Yeah, you kind of were a little bit more sympathetic to. Well, this is the thing. It starts off with spoiler alerts, by the way, tons of spoiler alerts, but they kind of right away let you know that Kong is having some sort of telepathic relationship with a little kid, a little girl, a little deaf girl.
Yeah, Kong, you're inappropriate, bro.
And so right away,
We gotta cancel Kong.
right away, you're like, oh, or well, you might not be but they want you to be Kong is he's digging
Kong
this.
is Anthony Weiner.
Okay.
Hey,
Anyway,
Kong, stop communicating with the little girl. And we're behind the mother's back. Kong, you devil, you.
the mother was dead.
Kong was like a bad Patrice O'Neill or something.
That lady was not the little girl's mother.
Oh, snap. What is we got? Some sort of bestiality going on here?
Okay. All I know is that they clearly state that little girl's parents died.
In a what? In
What?
a Kong-related accident?
I think so. It's Skull Island.
Okay, then. So Kong's no... also, may I mention...
Yes, you may.
How many people died in this movie that they just didn't even show? You don't have buildings smashed to pieces and ships torn apart without there being some human carnage.
I'm not going to lie. That is true.
So they're both very bad. Very don't save Kong. As a matter of fact, I know you all like Kong, but he's got to die, baby. Kong's got to go.
Well, they needed Kong to. I don't. This gets a little fuzzy for me, but they needed Kong to go to the Hollow Earth and find some sort of energy source. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I got the logistics, but in the end, that energy source was what they knew was the only thing that could power Mechagodzilla. Because the Mechagodzilla they had made was so huge and powerful that it couldn't sustain it. There was no energy source on the planet that could sustain it. So it gets a little convoluted, and look, I've mentioned this book before, Save the Cat, and it's very formulaic. One of the things they do is they say there's an A plot, and then there's the B plot, and then the A plot and the B plot come together in some way to save the movie in the end somehow. So they had the A plot, which was the Godzilla, or was the King Kong, and the Godzilla. Apparently, if King Kong came off of his island, Godzilla would come and try to kill him. That was the main plot of that story, right? I don't know why. Maybe because Godzilla thinks that there can only be one Titan. I don't know. But so there was that main plot, and then of course the Hollow Earth thing, and then the B plot was Millie Bobbie Brown, who I think was in either the first or second.
Who the fuck is Millie Bobbie Brown? That sounds like two people who have died in a bathtub.
She is the little girl who plays the. So you've never watched Stranger Things, have you?
She's the daughter of the guy?
No.
Who was the one who looked like Molly Ringwald?
Daughter of the guy. Yes. Okay, you thought Molly Ringwald. I thought young.
Whippersnapper.
No.
That's my rap name, Young Whippersnapper. That's hip.
Sandra Bullock.
Oh, no, I didn't see that at all.
But anyway, she's in that Netflix show, Stranger Things, that I don't think you ever watched.
I heard that's about a pedophile.
It is?
I don't know.
What are you talking about? I didn't get that.
I don't know. Maybe one of the actors is sus.
Okay, I don't think so. I don't know what you're talking about. So
which one of you cats out there is sus, baby?
There's a lot of sus going on with people listening to this podcast. I think there's a lot of sus in this room, actually. So anyway, so there's a subplot with Millie Bobbie Brown, who I think was in one of the other Godzilla movies. With Bryan Cranston.
Is there already a Millie Brown? Doesn't she know that there's already a Bobbie Brown? I know it's her prerogative, but
God,
I mean, why invoke the name of Bobbie Brown, one of the most tragic figures in R&B music, to still be alive?
Well, let me just say this.
The next tragic R&B figures.
My guess is that Millie Bobbie Brown's parents named her, and she did not name herself.
Yeah, well, they either so square white bread that they ain't heard of fucking Bobbie Brown, or they're just like, ooh, let's name our kid. Why don't they just name the kid Bobby Michael Jackson?
Okay. Perhaps their last name is Brown, so Michael Jackson is not in the cards.
Oh, well, how about Michelle Michael Jackson Brown?
Okay. Okay. How about Michelle Michael James Brown?
See, exactly.
Okay. Let me just say
Millie
this.
Bobbie Brown. This is like Michael B. Jordan.
Okay.
Does he? Is he? Does he B. Jordan?
Anyway, perhaps it's a family name. We don't know.
I got a family name. It's called Get Out of Here.
Okay. That's really funny. I like how you're making yourself laugh with that one.
Get out of here.
Okay. Anyway, so there's a subplot with her and this.
That was the worst subplot ever.
It not only was it the
Theo
worst
has
subplot
let himself
ever.
Go.
It was a terrible subplot.
I couldn't understand half the movie. The black guy, every word he said was gibberish. Okay, he was a mumbler.
Was he a mumbler?
He's a mumbler. Either that or I played too much music in my youth.
Well, that's probably true. But so this is the thing. The subplot, it has no business being there, unless it's just a Millie Bobbie Brown vehicle, I think. But the problem is that it makes no sense, and I don't know if they cut a lot of it out.
I hate that person.
But at the end,
unbelievable.
What?
I just like every time you say the person's name, it drives me insane.
Millie Bobbie Brown?
Oh God.
So anyway, at the end, there's a point where Millie Bobbie Brown's dad meets up with her, and she introduces him to this podcasting dude, and he's like, he saved our lives. And I looked at Dave and I was like, he did?
Maybe that was in an earlier movie.
No. This is his first movie, his first appearance, and I'm like, I think they cut that part out because I don't see where he saved their lives at all.
No, who knows?
I really don't see it.
I think he got them into trouble in the first place.
He was like the Mel Gibson character in Conspiracy. Like, he was that type of guy.
They should have got Mel Gibson. He would have been much better.
But no, that guy was good.
He's all right.
He was good. He was good in Joker. He's good. He's good. I mean, I don't think it's him. It's the part. And I think the part was bullshit. I think the subplot was bullshit.
Yeah, that was a whole waste of time.
It wasn't even good.
That was the worst part of the movie. Was that all that stuff. I found myself bored every time they were fighting.
Oh, that's when you found yourself bored?
Yeah, all the fight scenes are just boring.
The monster fight scenes?
Yeah, they don't do anything for me.
Okay, let me ask you this. Did you like Godzilla when you were a kid?
I like it more than this because it was campy and funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this, they've lost that edge. Also, it was like a horrible Japanese B movie, so it came off like
It was fun.
It was absurd.
Yeah.
It's not something that you
weren't taking it seriously.
Yeah, you wouldn't invest $100 million into the production like apparently they did.
Okay.
It's okay, but they missed the point.
All right. Well, I enjoyed the fight scenes, but they were lacking the camp that I really kind of dug. Like
I don't
you said.
understand why they sided with Kong so much. Why is he such a good guy?
Well, I think because Kong is, I guess, well, I think you'd have to see the last movie, but I think Kong wound up saving a lot of people, just as Godzilla saves a lot of people, which is why the little girl said Godzilla's not the enemy.
I think they might have killed more people than they saved. They just don't want to tally it up.
They totally killed, hundreds of thousands of people while they were fighting in Taiwan. Was it Hong Kong?
Hong Kong.
So, and I think the reason they're fighting in Hong Kong is because this is a Chinese movie. And so...
isn't Godzilla a Japanese thing, though? How did Godzilla become Chinese?
Well, it's just a Chinese movie, meaning that they...
Why do they have the rights to this?
That's not how they do it.
What Japanese person sold this movie?
They don't do it that way.
What way?
They don't. The Chinese companies do not buy the rights.
They just make their movies?
No, the Chinese company, the CCP, injects their money into American productions.
Let me ask you something. Mm-hmm. Can I be a Chinese band called Led Zeppelin?
In China, you could be. They don't do copyrights there. They don't really.
But let's go.
I don't know if that's. I don't know that you wouldn't be making money. The CCP would take your money.
Let's not go.
Yeah, no. So you make me lose track. But anyway, so you didn't. Okay, the fighting. I dig the fighting. I miss the camp, but there's so much death and destruction of Hong Kong. It's absurd. It's absurd. Like I remember. In the Avengers movie, when the Avengers got all but hurt because they had been at some meeting and a building had partially blown up and killed, some people.
Sam, we need fire and rescue on the south side of the building.
And the Avengers in their movies, they were divided over it. They weren't speaking to one another. The government wanted to lock them down and quarantine them and not let them do their thing because of this one incident that killed some people. And when I say some, if you compare that incident to the amount of people who clearly perished in this Godzilla versus Kong versus Mechagodzilla fight, it's clearly bullshit. The Avengers, when that thing happened in the Avengers movies and those people died, I was like, well, that's unfortunate, but it certainly wasn't the biggest deal to me. I thought that then they overreacted. But here is the exact opposite. Tons of people are perishing and no one is giving a fuck at all. Like there's high rises that are demolished, shit's exploding. But you know what I really liked about this movie? Mm-hmm. Was the sound. Did you like the sound?
I didn't notice.
Oh man, I kind of dug the sound mixing on it. Like it almost was my favorite part because I thought the visuals were too much sometimes. Mm-hmm. I always watch these movies with an eye to, are they trying to turn this into a ride at one of the theme parks? Because there is this vehicle, this hollow, what was it called? The Hollow Earth something vehicle. And they get in this thing and it rides around and it zips to and fro, and it honestly looks like, hey, we're about to have a ride with this vehicle in it. So I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. I'm calling it now, but I've done it before and there hasn't been a ride made.
Then we'll see.
Did you not get that sense?
No, I hear you. It's possible.
Why are you rubbing your temples? You have a headache?
I'm thinking.
Of what?
I'm thinking of how to take over the world.
Okay. You could probably start by talking about
The world.
Godzilla versus Kong.
I was. Kong.
Talk more about it.
Oh, this is Kong. Now, let me ask you something.
Okay.
Hollow Earth.
Uh-huh.
Why was that part of the movie?
Because apparently, and I don't...
Couldn't they have just stripped that down and gotten rid of that idea too? I mean, basically, you didn't need that, and you didn't need the subplot.
The subplot was totally unnecessary. The Hollow Earth, I don't know if there was there another Kong movie? I'm wondering if there was...
Maybe they could have just said he needs to go back in time to when he was, maybe Kong's from another time traveling Kong.
Hold on.
Or why didn't he just go back to the Amazon or something? Make it about the rainforest.
Okay, so there was Kong Skull Island was the last Kong. So I don't know if they talked about his origins there. And I don't really recall the movie so well, and I didn't really like it at all, honestly. But there was... I'm not sure if they talked about his origins being in the Hollow Earth. I guess I don't recall that, honestly. So, that scientist was working for Apex. The Skarsgård was working for the big bad company, which was Apex in this particular movie, and they wanted to get a power source for Mechagodzilla. And I guess he approached this scientist lady and made it into a Kong thing and said, well, Kong's from Hollow Earth. I don't know how they determined that. It seemed to come out of nowhere for me in this movie. There was no run-up to it. All of a sudden it was, we think Kong is from Hollow Earth, let's get him back there.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I don't know, yeah.
I don't know. It seemed like this movie was cut way the fuck down. Because there seems to be a lot of stuff that doesn't make sense.
There was some stuff that didn't make sense. Definitely some stuff didn't seem to be needed. Could have been better.
I mean, I think...
How long was it? It should have been an hour 25. Anything over that, we got a problem.
It was definitely not an hour 25. It was an hour 53.
Yeah, they should have cut out a good half hour.
My guess is that they've already cut out a good half hour.
I guess someone who doesn't like the film to edit it down more. They probably edited it with someone who thought it was a good film. I got someone to make another judgment.
I wonder if I could download this movie and edit it in a way that you would find it more enjoyable.
I bet you could.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, let's start a GoFundMe.
I don't think that they would let me get paid for something like that, but I would definitely be.
How about for Twinkies?
What do you want me to edit down?
I want movie? Twinkies.
You do?
Can we get a GoFundMe to have some Twinkies?
I mean, I think we could probably just go to the gas station and buy Twinkies.
Oh, that's no fun.
I don't know that we need a GoFundMe for that.
They have Twinkie ice cream now.
Dave brought home a Twinkie candle the other day.
Twinkie has sold their ass out.
Well, hey,
This is what happened. Twinkie went out of business, and then they got bought up by someone who has no scruples. And now Twinkies become everything. Soon enough, you can have Twinkie toilet paper.
Are you saying that Hostess is... I know that Hostess shut down.
Something happened, and now Twinkie has no value. If Twinkie was a Bitcoin, you'd be shit out of luck.
Well, all I know is that you brought home a Twinkie candle the other day, and it smells delicious.
Twinkie disappeared from the shelves, and when it came back, it's not worth shit.
Does it taste the same?
I haven't had one.
I don't know that I've had a Twinkie in years.
I love the taste, but they're bad. They got too much preservatives. That's the main problem. Other than that...
Yeah, but how do you know those preservatives aren't then going to work on you to help preserve you?
That's right.
You don't know.
Me plus plastic.
You plus plastic, motherfuckers. I like Twinkies. I like Hostess products. When I was younger, I would eat the shit out of them. The Chocodiles.
Takes a while.
And the Suzy Q's, but the banana Suzy Q's.
Suzy Q. No, I never ate that shit.
You never had a Suzy Q?
Well, I've had it, but I'm not into it.
Did you? Really?
Everybody's had one.
You had the bananas Suzy Q?
It's okay, but it's a little nauseating.
And I used to like the little Hostess pies.
Hey, who doesn't?
I would like the apple ones, and I would like the lemon ones.
I would like any one I had.
You did?
Apple, lemon, blueberry, chocolate, lime. They didn't have lime.
No, they had cherry, though.
Yeah, cherry's a little too sweet.
You think the cherry was sweeter than the apple?
Yes. In a weird way. Richer.
The cherry's definitely got a richer sauce base to it.
Saucy.
But I would not. I was all apple or all lemon.
Well, how about
Snowballs?
well, of course, yeah, those are very synthetic. But I'm a fan of the snowballs.
Oh, see,
Can't eat those anymore, of course. But snowballs are like cocaine.
What?
That's a young man's game.
Hostess is like cocaine?
Yeah, snowballs in general.
Really?
Yeah, you can't do that when you're over 50. Well, you can, but it's not good for you.
It seems like we're getting ready to do a Hostess episode.
I'm about ready to go out and buy a Hostess episode. They have one of those, a Hostess episode. Is that their product?
No, but we'll probably have our own Hostess episode after we've made a Hostess episode.
Ding dongs.
Ding dongs.
Are those Hostess or that's Drake's?
I think Ding dongs are Hostess and King dons are
King dongs. That sounds sexual.
Don.
Yeah, that sounds like Don
What?
King.
Let's see.
Devil dogs. Devil dogs are not Hostess.
No, I think those are Drake's.
Drake's.
Let's see.
A man likes his cakes.
I think Drake's was like a local thing. Like an East Coast thing? Or was that...
I don't know.
So they had the big wheels, the brownie bites, the cupcakes, the chocolate Twinkies.
No, man, this is all nonsense.
Chocolate Twinkies were the Chocodiles.
No one eats chocolate Twinkies. Never heard of such a thing.
That's what the Chocodiles
They never
were.
had chocolate Twinkies. That's not a thing.
Why are they not naming it Chocodile?
They're lying. There's no chocolate.
Fuck you, Wikipedia.
Twinkie lives matter.
Oh, these, you know what? The wiki page for the Hostess cakes is shit. It is shitty, and it is incomplete.
Snack cakes?
And it can eat
The fuck
a
is
dick.
a snack cake? Go out and bring me home a snack cake. Or else. I divorced her because of a lack of snack cake.
You did?
Yeah.
Who did you divorce?
The one before you. It was a prenup.
I did not realize that there was...
Celebrate with us. No, Twinkie. Relax. Twinkie, take it easy.
I'm just trying to see what they have. I'm trying to get the old... Okay, let's see what we got.
Twinkie anal suppository.
All right, I don't know why you would say that.
I'm saying they're devaluating themselves. Everything Twinkie.
Cupcakes.
I got a Cadillac Twinkie.
There's the ding dong.
There's the ding dong, ladies and gentlemen.
The brownies. I don't know that we had brownies when we were little.
Yeah, they had them. They tasted like shit, though.
The
Zingers. That's what low. Zingers are the things you find in the stores in the ghetto.
Really?
Yeah, let me get a zinger.
Really?
A raspberry zinger.
Why wouldn't they have the Twinkie?
Because they don't. They have Little Debbie.
Oh, okay. Ho-hos.
I know that you definitely find in the ghetto.
You do?
Ho-hos.
Oh, are you being weird? Okay. Snowballs.
All right, now that's something.
There's the Suzy Q. Now, I got to be honest.
Suzy Q was a little too much.
Oh, too much cream filling?
Hey, I don't know. It's too much to handle. I like that yodel. I want a yodel.
There was no yodel.
Oh, that's Drake's cake. Yodel is
That's
Drake's.
the ho-ho.
Yeah, the yodel is better than ho-ho.
So you were pro Drake in some instances?
Yes, they are superior in a lot of instances.
Oh, okay.
For instance, the yodel.
Okay.
Now, Hostess was crocodile.
Chocodile. And I don't even see it here.
Crocodile, yeah. They must discontinue that.
Yeah, it was almost like the McRib where it was only coming out occasionally.
Oh no, they keep bringing back the McRib.
Oh, Ring Dings was Drake's.
Ring ding.
And Ding Dongs.
What else does Drake's have? Now I need to know more about Drake. I want to invest in Drake's cakes.
You want to invest in them?
Yeah, I feel like they're coming back.
Well, they're coming back into this house, I can tell you that much. Let's see.
Drake's. Our cakes.
Let's see.
Here at Drake's, we make cakes. Alpine yodels, that never existed when I was a kid.
That's new.
We're into something. Devil Dogs, the classic.
the
Tastes
Devil
like
Dog-
shit, but okay.
I was going to say, I don't think I like the Devil Dogs, and it looks like the Devil Dogs was their Suzy Q.
Devil Dog would have been better if it had vanilla cake instead of chocolate cake.
Well, that's like the banana Suzy Q.
Well, now we're getting into the ring ding and the yodels. Those two were very good.
Oh, the Funny Bones, I'm not a fan of.
Yankadoodles I'm not into, and the Funny Bones neither. Coffee cake, of course, you could go for those. And the fruit pies were not as good as Hostess, but they were in two sections, which was easier to eat.
Right, there were two squares where the Hostess was like a semicircle or something. The coffee cakes, yeah, I love coffee cake. So, should we do a taste test? Do you think you'd be able to tell
I don't
the
know.
difference?
I don't know if we should do that.
Why not?
Too much.
Too much of a fiend?
Yeah.
That would be a sugar overload.
Yodels. I like some yodels.
Really?
Yeah, because the chocolate on the outside had the perfect little... It was good. And the cream. Well, yodel might be my favorite Drake's cake.
It's not. Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Of the Drakes?
Of the Drake cakes?
Yeah, what do you like? There's clearly the yodel.
I gotta be honest, I didn't really have that much Drake's cakes. I would say I would probably...
The fruit pie.
The fruit pie or the coffee cake. I'm a big fan of the coffee cake.
Eh.
I mean, look, I'm going to say it right here. Entenmann's has got the best coffee cake.
Best coffee cake's homemade.
Oh, okay. Is that a hint?
Yeah, let's have some.
We'd have to make it first. That's the problem. Okay, I guess.
And well, who are some other competitors?
There was just Little Debbie.
Little Debbie, that was ghetto.
Little Debbie was, I don't know if it's still cheap as shit, but I just know that you could go and you could walk around in New York and stick your hand in the change of the payphone, and within a couple blocks you'd have enough for a Little Debbie, which is often what I would do when I had no money. Yeah, Little Debbie, you could get, I think you could get shit for like 35 cents. I'm pretty sure of it.
25 cents.
25 cents.
What would cost 50 would cost 25 in Little Debbie.
I remember me and KBC in the 90s, we would like pull our change together, get a Little Debbie, and split a Lucy. That would be our fun. Like, we would be like, oh shit, we found, 80 cents. We're all set. Let's grab a Lucy and a Little Debbie. Little Lucy places. They don't have them anymore, though, right?
I don't know. I'm sure they do.
Lucy's illegal now, I think.
Everything's illegal, but don't mean you can't get it.
Well, I guess that's true. All right, so are you saying that you're Drake's over Hostess?
No. I'm just saying that Drake's had a couple items that were better than Hostess.
I don't know why Chocodiles is not mentioned. Was there something that went wrong with Chocodiles? It's not on the Hostess site. It's not on the wiki site.
Nobody liked it.
Hello? I loved them.
Oh. It took a while to eat them.
What do you mean?
What was the thing? It takes a while to eat a Chocodile.
This may take a while.
Have a Chocodile! Hostess Chocodiles from Chauncey Chocodile. It takes a while to eat a Chocodile.
It didn't take me a while. I would have Chocodiles and... See, they're just calling them chocolate-covered Twinkies now.
Yeah, well, I feel like it's not that, though. That's chocolate-covered Twinkies is something different. Chocolate-covered Twinkie sounds disgusting.
Not if it's like the...
It's not good quality.
The ring ding chocolate, that with a little crunch to it.
It's too sweet.
Yeah, there's the Chocodiles. No.
No what?
I don't think this is the Chocodiles. This is not what I remember the Chocodiles being, but now they are just the chocolate covered Twinkies. Isn't that interesting? Look at. Oh, there it is, yep. I guess that's what it is. I loved a Chocodile and some milk, and yeah, I could probably start loving it again.
No, don't do that.
All right, so we were supposed to talk about Kong versus Godzilla, or Godzilla versus Kong, and we have gotten off the track.
Well, what else would you like to say about it?
I would like to say...
There's not enough name people in the movie.
Named people?
Name, big name.
Well, there's the Skarsgård.
He's not big name.
I think he's a big name.
No.
I think he's a big name, just not to us.
No, he's a B-list.
Skarsgård? I think you're wrong.
Nope, I'm right.
Okay, let's see. Because he does have top billing.
Top billing?
And then there's Millie Bobbie Brown, who's very popular.
I thought, like I said, that was two different people.
No.
She's not popular.
Millie Bobbie Brown?
No.
She's so popular. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Let's see. He was in Skarsgård was in The Stand. Oh, he played Randall Flagg. That's a bad guy.
He's typecast. He never plays a good guy.
Zoolander 2. True Blood. So this was the guy in True Blood. Mm-hmm. This was the good-looking vampire. Mm-hmm. Glampire. Eastbound and Down.
He's not really A-list.
You don't think he's A-list, huh?
No.
Well, I don't know. Maybe he will be after this movie.
You know who's A-list?
Who? Millie Bobbie Brown?
John motherfucking Stamos.
John Stamos. You would have preferred to see John Stamos in this movie.
Yeah, as the bad guy.
As the Japanese bad guy?
Not the Japanese guy, the Japanese guy's friend.
Japanese
guy. That guy wasn't Japanese. The Japanese guy was running the machine.
I think the other guy was Japanese too, no?
No, he was like European.
He was?
He was like Eastern European.
Oh, he was?
I think so. He could have been played by fucking Robert Downey Jr. That's A-list.
Oh, Robert Downey Jr. is...
Skarsgård. That guy's got to work his way up.
Robert...
Matt Damon. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Okay.
His A-list.
Okay. I almost think that some of those are A+ list.
This guy's more like gay list.
All right, we're cutting that out.
Oh, the best part.
It's not the best part. I guess I don't know what that guy's character name was.
David Boreanaz is more A-list than he is.
No, I don't think so.
Are you kidding me?
Actually, David Boreanaz, I think he has a hit. So
David Bananas?
Dave Bananas. Yeah, you know what? You're kind of right. I don't know. I don't think I recognize any of these names.
Where was Will Wheaton?
Will Wheaton.
Where's everybody who could have been in this movie?
Well,
How about one black guy I've ever heard of?
Well, we had...
Where was Kevin Hart?
We know that... Okay, that's probably racist.
No, I'm just saying. Where was Will Smith? Where are these A-listers? Where was Wesley Snipes? How come everyone looked like someone? Where was Malcolm Jamal, not the guy who just looks like Malcolm Jamal?
I see what you're saying. Well, perhaps they wanted to spend their budget more on effects.
Yeah, and you know what? That was the worst part. Special effects. I'll watch Death of a Salesman any day over this.
You would?
Yeah, this bores me. I need some life experience. I need some action.
You like character...
I like character-driven drama.
I see.
With some comedic relief.
I'm into escapism.
Where's Bill Murray? Where's Woody Harrelson? Where are any of the actors that could have been in this movie?
Well, I mean...
As a matter of fact, why wasn't this just called Kingpin 2?
Because it had nobody from Kingpin in it.
Exactly. See, now we're getting at the core of the problem.
You think there should be a Kingpin 2?
Randy Quaid. Where are these A-listers?
All right, well...
Millie Bobbie Brown?
Okay, so who would have you had instead of Skarsgård? Who would you have preferred in that role?
I'll take the pitcher for the Mets with the long hair.
The pitcher for the Mets with the long hair.
Oh, wait, they all had long hair.
Okay, and what about Millie Bobbie Brown?
Oh, Millie Bobbie Brown.
Who would you have replaced her with?
Molly Ringwald.
I see.
I would have changed the plot up.
Okay.
I would have crossed this with Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Would there be Godzilla
Phoebe
in
Cates needs to get into this motherfucker. Okay. And especially have a swimming scene.
All right. Dave, I don't think...
Judge Reinhold, he could have been in it.
What would he have been?
Anything would have been good. He could have just delivered a pizza. Comedic relief.
Okay, so you want Judge Reinhold, who's probably a man...
Cameo.
60 or so.
I want Bruce Dern. I want Daniel Stern. I want anyone who else with something that rhymes with Ern.
I see. Okay. All right.
Who else? Who else could have been in this movie? Damon Wayans.
Okay.
Give me actors. Give me quality.
You didn't enjoy any of these actors?
Not as much as I could have.
Also, I did recognize the one guy from Lost.
Okay.
So there you go.
He was in it for half a second.
He was in it for... That's what I'm saying. Like, some of these people... I think this movie was cut way down. And I think they cut it way down...
As a matter of fact...
Yes?
Who was the woman who was the caretaker of the deaf girl? Who was her? Wait, they should have just had Joanna from Chip and Joanna.
Now you're saying some words I like to hear. Because I would have gone and seen this movie and paid twice the amount.
If Joanna Gaines was in it?
Joanna Gaines was in it, because I love
Chip could have been the bad guy.
No, Chip is never going to be a bad guy.
Come on, stretch your skills, kid.
Rebecca Hall is from London, so there she was doing an American accent.
She'd go back to London, do that shit over there.
Do what shit is that?
The shit she's doing.
She's acting.
She's an actress.
How
come actresses don't want to be called actresses?
Is that true?
Yeah, now they want to be called actors. Well, this is in. I want actors to call themselves actresses.
Well, IMDb is calling her an actress.
Well, I am definitely beyond racist.
Okay, I don't know why you're saying that, but Rebecca Hall was born in London, and she's the daughter of Peter Hall, a stage director and founder of the Royal Shakespeare Company.
Oh, man, that dude is a pedo.
What?
What? Let me ask you something. Is she related to the Hall who was involved with Mick Jagger?
Monty Hall?
No, well, maybe. Isn't there a Hall?
Jerry Hall?
Is that her name?
His wife?
Is this Jerry Hall's kid? Get the fuck out of here.
I would think that it would have... No, her mother was an opera singer. So,
Let me tell you something.
Okay.
She was a waste.
Why do you mean that?
I didn't like her character.
She was very...
That role could have been played by someone better.
Shelley Duvall?
Man, a little old.
Well, dude, you just wanted Judge Reinhold to deliver a pizza.
Well, that would be funny.
And he's in his 60s. So, I'm not sure.
I want a buddy flick with Judge Reinhold and Daniel Stern.
She's
okay,
in
can we get this
Prestige.
going?
What?
Can we do this? Can we just watch, what's that one called?
What did you just say?
Huh? A buddy flick?
With who?
Daniel Stern and Judge Reinhold? This is good stuff.
Okay. And what are they cops?
No, they're ex-Hollywood actors.
Okay. All right.
And they moved to a small town.
Okay.
And they put on a local production
Of?
Breaking Away, the movie.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, let's
This is what, there's no special effects. The only effect we got is someone jumping into a goddamn quarry.
Okay, so let us contact Daniel Stern and Judge Reinhold.
Please.
And present them with your idea.
Yes.
Of a movie.
Yes, a buddy flick.
Where they play Judge Reinhold and Daniel Stern.
They do play themselves, yes.
And they move to a small town.
Yes.
What, do you have a state in mind?
Wherever Breaking Away was filmed. Maybe the town where that quarry is.
Okay.
We're going to do this.
Let's use the... But
see, and this can play upon the whole... what's that? Cobra Kai movie. The whole kind of, going back on the characters.
Okay. Well, all right.
Of course, we're going to have America have a refresher on Breaking Away, so we're going to put that through the theaters first. I want to blast that through the theaters, HBO Max,
Maybe
Netflix.
We can have it as a double feature, kind of like American Movie and Coven.
COVID-19?
No, Coven, the movie that they made in American Movie.
Right, I remember that. That was insanity.
It was amazing. All right, so once
I'm just
again,
saying, Godzilla's fine, but there's a lot of stuff we can do that hasn't been done. Like Breaking Away now.
Still breaking away too.
Broke away. Breaking together. Because it's a buddy flick.
I wish this was videotaped because Dave's face when he went was just, I can't. I can't with that face. Okay, so would you have preferred we talked about pedophile Woody Allen?
No. I want to make sci-fi movies more for the Broadway crowd.
Okay, but you're not a sci-fi guy.
That's what I'm saying. Let's make sci-fi movies more of a Broadway thing. So a little more acting, a little less special effects, and maybe we just forget about the whole fi thing.
The whole what?
We can have sci, but no fi. What is fi?
Fiction.
Yeah. How much is sci?
Well, then that's a documentary.
No. Well, how much is just fi? Let's forget about the sci then. I think one way or another we can trim down this whole sci-fi thing to make it a little more efficient. So perhaps just fi. Is that a genre? Fi?
Well, if there's fiction...
I'm a fi guy.
I see. No, I don't. I mean, listen, I'm a sci-fi gal.
Yes, you are. That's why opposites attract.
Okay.
Opposites attract.
We are really opposite in almost every single thing.
Yes.
Perhaps we shouldn't be together.
As Jorma Conan once said, a knock-kneed man and a bow-legged woman may go together.
Oh, okay. Jorma, God bless.
All right.
I don't, okay. In the words of Jorma Kalkinen, okay. All right, so you had no love of Kong or...
I didn't hate the movie. Let me tell you something.
Okay, what so far...
What's the movie with Thanos?
That's one. Those are the Avenger movies.
Yeah, that's possibly the worst movie I've ever seen in my life.
I see.
This movie was not even half as bad as that.
All right, well, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give this movie?
I give it a 6.5.
All right, well, that's not bad.
It's not bad.
So you liked it more than you liked The Animal with Rob Schneider.
Well, I probably have to rewatch The Animal because I have a feeling that I would give that a higher score now.
Okay, you did famously give it a 6 about 15 years ago.
All right, well, I was probably having a bad day.
Okay. You gave it a 6, but you enjoyed it.
Well, then my scale has changed.
I think that's probably the truth.
Well, let me ask you also, another scale that's changed.
Uh-huh.
How come pant sizes are getting bigger?
Because they don't want people to feel like they're fat. So they will make a 200-pound woman a size 10 and she'll feel happy about herself.
I think they're doing it for men too.
They're doing it for everybody. It's crazy. I don't know why they're doing it. And they're probably just doing it for America. That is going to be my guess.
Yes, that's true. We do know that a Japanese large is an American small.
Pretty much. I don't want to talk about my adventures in underwear buying in Japan, but let's just say I could not buy underwear in Japan. So that's what you wanted to ask me. So let me say this to you. I would say I would give this movie...
an 8.
No.
A 7.
I think I would give this movie a 6.5.
Oh, snap.
And I'm a generally high-scoring person. But this is not a good movie.
I think you liked it less than I did.
Well, I
should have given it a 4.5.
You should have. I just look at everything through. Is this woke? I want to. I'm suspecting everybody is trying to teach me a lesson somehow, in a shitty monster movie, and I get really annoyed by it. I just want to watch a movie where there's no wokeness. None, 0.
I like to watch monster movies.
Do you? Didn't seem like you did. Did you ever have a favorite Godzilla movie when you were little?
Favorite Godzilla movie? No, but I recall one where there was a little Japanese kid who would be playing like in his grandfather's yard or garage or something, fucking around with shit. That was somewhat entertaining.
Yeah, right. Those are a little later ones, where it's the little chubby Japanese kid, and also the little weird twins.
It must be late 70s.
No, not late 70s.
Really?
Like 60s.
Oh, okay, yeah, gotcha.
I think the first Godzilla was 1950 something.
All right, well that makes sense.
So I think the little twin girls, little twin ladies. You know what I'm talking about? They're like miniatures, like they're the size of this coffee cup.
Yes. No.
I think they have something to do with Mothra.
Oh, I'm not sure if I remember. I guess I don't have a favorite. No.
Yeah, I liked all of them. And then there was like a recently. So there's these series that are coming out of Hollywood, but then there's also like other Japanese versions, newer Japanese versions.
Uh-huh.
And there was something called Shin Godzilla that came out not too long ago, a couple years ago. And it was quite campy and enjoyable. Godzilla looked different than what we remember way back when, but it still was heavy on the camp, so I dug it. This is like...
What happened to Godzilla's sound effect?
Yeah, I heard Anthony Cumia talking about how the the famous sound effect that sounds like almost like a big garbage dumpster.
It was, I think, some sort of metal being moved around.
I heard it, but it was so low in the mix. Like, I think they threw it in there as an homage, but it was very low in the mix. Like, it was like really low. And
this movie could have been better.
yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why you've got your Skarsgård. That's why he's the top billing, as opposed to your Matt Damons or your Judge Reinhold's.
You know.
So I think they spent their money. And, also let's face it. There's maybe the A-list people don't want to work on this movie. Maybe because of the Rona, they're not down to be on a set. I don't know.
Who knows? I think for the right amount of money, they could work on it.
I don't know. I think the movie was cut down from however long. I'll say it was 240, and they cut it down. But the parts that they wanted to leave in, most of all, were the fighting scenes. The most expensive scenes. So I think that's why it seems like it's missing something. Certainly the podcasting guy, I never saw him save Millie Bobbie Brown and her friend, the nerdy kid. I never saw that happen. So when she tells
not enough for her to mention it, that's for sure. He might have pushed him out of the way or something. They certainly didn't make a big deal of it.
Yeah, I mean, the little nerdy kid saved everybody's life, basically, right?
Goddamn nerd pouring out of the Coca-Cola, the Pepsi meltdown. What is it?
What?
Coca-Cola, the Pepsi syndrome. What was that? The SNL sketch where they spill a soda on the control board at 3 Mile Island.
Oh, is that?
It causes a meltdown.
Okay, I don't know. I don't remember.
Pepsi Cola meltdown or Coca-Cola meltdown.
Oh, I see. Instead of the China syndrome or something.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Are you referencing a 1979 SNL sketch?
Yes.
Well, no wonder I have no idea.
Come on, this was a big one. They pour the Coke spills on the fucking control panel and everything melts down.
Who's got vanilla shake?
That's me.
All right. Who else had a Coke besides me?
I had it. Oh, gee. What the?
What's going on there? What's going on?
Hey, Matt, the water level is dropping fast in the core.
All right, shoot, give me a...
Pressure's rising in the corn.
All right, give me a napkin. No, that's Kleenex. You got a napkin somewhere? Turn down that alarm. It's driving me nuts. Come on.
How about the wax paper?
There's been an explosion in the main housing.
Listen, we gotta release the number 3, or that pump's gonna blow.
If the pump blows, that could mean a meltdown.
What is happening?
I'll tell you what's happening. The Pepsi syndrome.
Pepsi syndrome? I've never heard of it.
Only a handful of people know what the Pepsi syndrome means. Maybe soon, everyone will know it.
But what is it?
Well, the Pepsi syndrome. Someone spills a Pepsi on the control panel of a nuclear power reactor. The panel can short circuit and the whole core may melt down.
But you spilled a Coke.
Doesn't matter. Any cola does it.
Any cola? What about RC cola?
Yeah, RC does.
Can I dry cola?
Sure.
What about 7-Up?
Harmless. It's an uncola. Oh, wow! I could have had a V8.
That was basically what happened right in this movie.
Yeah, but I think it was Hooch.
Hooch? You think, though, in this movie, Godzilla, they would have poured soda or poured whiskey on the controls if this Pepsi syndrome hadn't happened? I think that's a result of this. I think that idea was in someone's head, and they were like, let's do that, like they did in SNL.
I mean, I got to be honest, this was a hard sketch to find, and it's not even on YouTube.
Mm.
So, I mean, it could be.
It's pretty famous.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, anytime we'd be in a recording studio, everyone would make a joke like that, you know?
Oh, really?
If you had your soda too close to the mixing board. Totally.
Who are you hanging out with?
Oh, all us SNL geeks, you know, guys like me, Dana Carvey, you know, boom.
I never. Oh my God, that's hysterical. Okay. I had never heard of the Pepsi syndrome.
Yeah, I.
Okay, so 6.5 for you. Did I say 6.5?
You did.
I might make it a 6.
I'll
Honestly.
change mine to 6 also. Mine now 6 too.
Oh, okay. Copycat. This I did enjoy the sound though. It was something weird about it, like it was like oddly satisfying or something. One of those types of things. I liked it. It was I can't put my finger on it, what it was about it, but I liked the mix of it all. I liked the sound. Maybe if you're better at describing sound than I am, you'll know what I'm talking about, and you will let me know.
I believe they call it sound-tastic.
Well, it was almost like there was something with the compression, something with
Rich.
the sound. It was. I don't know. I liked it though. I dug it, but it was the colors when the monsters are fighting, like the neon lights that are like shining off of the buildings onto the monsters. I mean, I thought it was very. I mean, it looked like candy. It was very pretty, but I don't know. Just the plot part of the movie. I don't know. It was not good. Some of the CGI stuff was better than other stuff. I liked the Hollow Earth, but I'm kind of bummed that I didn't seem to be. They kind of forced this deaf girl to tell Kong if he goes into the Hollow Earth, his family might be there, and he went running into the tunnel, and there was no family to be found.
Yeah, that's why he should have just killed everybody.
Well,
Wrath of Kong, it should have been called.
There you go. That's the next one. That's the one with will Judge Reinhold and Daniel Stern be in that one?
I hope so.
And Bruce Dern?
I would hope so.
I see. Okay. All right. Well, that would be great.
We could do without Bruce Dern. It just reminded me of Daniel Stern. Hi, I'm Daniel.
Do you like Daniel Stern more than Bruce Dern?
I do.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Well, Bruce Dern's a creep, but Daniel Stern's endearing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's an actor.
Well, so I believe Bruce Dern is also an actor.
I know, but some of the stuff he's done is too creepy.
Is that true?
Yeah. Don't ever watch the movie Tattoo. It's creepy.
Look, if you'll stop fighting me, then I won't have to give you any more shots.
He's just a creep.
I remember that movie came out. Came out around the same time as Magic?
Oh, maybe, although they are nothing alike.
No, but in my head,
That's possible.
Be hearing their commercials around the same time.
That's possible.
Abracadabra, I sit on his knee. Presto, changeo, and now he is me. Hocus pocus, we take her to bed. Magic is fun. We're dead.
Magic, now that's quality.
That is quality. Let's see, let me look up Tattoo real quick.
Tattooed.
1981. Magic was 78? 77?
No.
78?
80?
Oh, was I closer than I thought?
Maybe.
78.
Wow, okay.
What did I guess?
79? I don't know.
78.
Oh. You sure it wasn't 79?
I said 79 for China Syndrome.
All right, fair enough. I'll give it to you.
You don't give it to me. I earned it. It's
Wrap
mine.
it up. Let her take it home, Bob.
No, I don't.
Bob, wrap it up for her. She's going to take this one home.
Shut up.
What?
All right. Okay, we have spent an hour and 15 minutes not talking about Godzilla. So let's end this now, shall we?
Go, Sierra.
Okay. This has been episode 108 of the Middle Age Cool Kids Super Terrific Podcast, featuring your pals Dave and Shecky. If you feel like you want to hear more of our nonsense, head on over to mackpodcast.com and you will be able to pick and choose any and all episodes that we've done, including our episodes, some of our episodes from like 2005 or 2006 we have there. OG Dave and Shecky is the link for that there. Also, we have an online radio station that I swear we're going to go live on at some point. I just got to get Dave live ready.
I'd just like to say two things.
If they are bad words, I don't want you to do it.
Rod Carew.
Rod Carew. Why would you say that?
That man stole some bases.
Okay. Excellent. So we have macradio.com. Basically, right now it is a mixture of my music and Dave's music, our collections, and it's 30 gigs of music, old-timey radio shows, which I love.
If we had that much, but it was Family Guy episodes, would it be 30 giggities?
Yes, it would be 30 giggities. Okay, thanks, Dave. Anyway, so head on over to macradio.com, macpodcast.com, or head over to our YouTube channel where Dave does, now he has passed the 100 mark of his reaction videos. People suggest songs, and I record Dave listening to these songs. Sometimes it's the first time he's heard a song, sometimes not. We make no claims like that, but he does do a reaction, and there are, you're getting quite a little following for yourself. All right, well, that's it for us for this week. We appreciate you listening, and we will see you next time. America?
Take it easy now.
Bye-bye.